Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7, streaming on Roku. Starting off with business news sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. It's official. Social distancing will soon be a thing of the past. Clark County is set to fully reopen on June 1st. We're talking removing all restrictions on occupancy at businesses and large gatherings, according to the Clark County Commission. They say they will follow federal guidance on face masks, which drops the mask mandate for fully vaccinated people in most places.
That's one of the interesting things I think that happened today was, despite not reaching that 60% threshold that county officials said they wanted to reach in order to fully reopen on June 1st, they feel comfortable enough with the vaccination rate among the older population to go ahead and move forward with that plan.
The CDC still calls for masks in crowded indoor settings such as hospitals, and businesses in Nevada can choose to continue to require masks. Now to your other top stories, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. The treasurer for the Nevada Democratic Party resigns after the party's chairwoman published this statement you see here behind me, accusing the U.S. of turning a, quote, blind eye to injustice and violence committed by the Israeli government. Review-Journal's Renee SUMMEROUR explains. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Jen. Treasurer Howard Beckerman, who was elected in March, said in a letter, quote, "I have been taking a stand my entire life to stand with the people of Israel, to live in peace, and to be free of constant and ongoing terrorism practiced by those who seek its destruction and the annihilation of the Jewish people," end quote. Biden and Nevada Democrats, including the congressional delegation and Governor Steve Sisolak, have backed Israel, the United States' primary ally in the Middle East. Democrats have called for de-escalation and ceasefire, but remain supportive of Israel's right to defend itself.
It's been very, very pro-Israel from the Biden administration, from Nevada Democrats, and Beckerman resigned in part because the state party went against the elected officials in such a dramatic way.
A new Twitter account, Envy Jewish Dems, shared a statement in support of Biden's position. It was signed by 27 Jewish Democrats. Jen?
Plus, car owners beware. Las Vegas police are reporting a 26% increase in vehicle thefts this year. They say car thieves are particularly targeting older model Chevy Silverados, Tahoes, Ford F-150 pickups, along with Honda Civics and Accords. In other news, the Plaza Hotel and Casino turns 50 today. Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman celebrated with a toast. She and the Nevada Preservation Foundation also presented the Plaza's leaders with this bronze plaque for its 50th anniversary. The Plaza is the first commercial building to receive it. Now let's check on your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. It's been a toasty day. Later tonight, we can expect temps to drop down to the low 70s. We'll have more wind, and it'll start to get even more gusty starting tomorrow morning. Looking further ahead, another hot day tomorrow, but things start to cool off starting on Thursday. And for this Friday, we're looking at the low 70s, which will be a nice break from the heat. On to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. This is probably something you'll only see in Vegas. A topless bar, better known for its other type of shots, is one of the pop-up locations offering COVID shots now, according to the Southern Nevada Health District. Along with Larry Flint's Hustler Club, Searchlight Community Center is also offering vaccines this Friday. For a full list of pop-up clinics, dates, and times, head over to our website. Now on to your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. Memorial Day is coming up, and experts say this holiday weekend could be the kickstart to a strong tourism season for Vegas this summer. Just take a look at these rising room rates. This will be the first major travel event since mass vaccinations became available in the U.S.
As far as the comparison to what we saw pre-pandemic, things are getting close. Midweek is expected to continue to lag a bit until business meetings and conventions return in full swing and international travel is back, but weekends are looking strong.
Memorial Weekend wraps up just before June, which is when Clark County is set to return to full capacity, as we mentioned earlier in our newscast.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. Another Major League team could be making its way to Las Vegas. Review Journal sports columnist Ron Kantowski has more.
Apparently, the enthusiasm that they saw for such a possibility in Las Vegas impressed them enough to where they were going to make a visit here next week, a fact-finding mission, and just take a look around and see how much interest there is and what opportunities, if any, exist for them here. A lot has to happen between now and then. I mean, these ballparks are very expensive. We saw with the Raiders, that's a $2 billion project. You know, baseball would probably be about half that much, but still, you know, like I said, a lot of things would have to happen between now and then. But if you're a sports fan of Las Vegas, you have to be excited that the A's think enough of the opportunity to actually make a visit here next week.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Heading into the NBA playoffs, the Brooklyn Nets are the 2-1 favorites at the Westgate to win the championship. Despite being in the play-in tournament, the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers are the second choice at plus 450, followed by the Los Angeles Clippers at 6-1, the Utah Jazz at 7-1, and the Philadelphia 76ers at 8-1.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Exciting news for Everybody Loves Raymond fans. Review Journal's Johnny Katz has more.
Aces of Comedy at Mirage Theatre has added David Spade, Fortune Feimster, Ray Romano, Daniel Tosh, Tim Allen, and Nikki Glazer to its lineup. Spade and Feimster are performing together on August 21st and 22nd. Romano and Spade are together on October 1st and 2nd. They've headlined for years together. We also have Bill Maher, Gabriel Iglesias, and Tom Segura already announced in the series.
And speaking of funny stand-ups, some big names are set to lead Wynn Las Vegas's comedy lineup as well. Sebastian Maniscalco will be returning in June. Then starting in July, he'll kick off a series featuring different comedians in each show at Encore Theater, including Jim Gaffigan. Tickets go on sale Friday, and the dates are tacked on to already booked shows from Trevor Noah and Joe Coy. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. Coming up in less than an hour, we'll have a special segment on the business impact of the new Resorts World opening. We'll see you then.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.